Well, friends, probably the key and foremost New Testament passage about prayer meetings is the one that we have just read in 1 Timothy chapter 2 and verses 1 through to 8. And I want to take some time to open up the various aspects of these verses in the future dedicated prayer meetings when I am here. And this is important in order to understand what the Apostle Paul is saying to Timothy. And it is his desire, he says in verse 8, that men pray everywhere. So this is not just a matter concerning Timothy. He wants this to be something that is done by applications. And what are prayers and intercessions and giving of thanks? What does it mean to pray for all people, for all men? How do we pray for kings and all who are in authority? What are the points of what's the point of bringing up the idea that we may live a quiet and peaceable life in godliness and honesty? How are we to understand God's stated desire for all men to be saved? All of these things are within this context of prayer. Why does Paul bring up God being one and Christ being the one mediator as relevant to prayer? How does the gospel and its proclamation have any bearing on prayer? Why do the subjects of wrath, anger, quarreling, and the lifting up of holy hands come up in reference to prayer? Well, one of the most essential of the points mentioned is to understand why the Apostle